Harmony, I guess, right?
Well, it was until you messed it up.
Well, because I wasn't ready for you to screw mine up.
It's my birthday. I should be able to do it if I want to.
It's your birthday?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, birthday dump.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jane. See how that works, Scott? It's not that hard.
I said birthday dump.
It's not.
Jesus. I'm letting you get a piece of the pie for me.
Yeti, Grant, and Tom made me a rap song.
Oh, that must have been great.
It really is. I have it loaded in the bag.
That's awesome. We'll have to hear it.
I'm keeping it for myself.
Okay.
I always want these toys.
Oh, the toy? Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Lily's like, play the song.
That's so professional.
Right? That looks so good. It's like, it's me, even though it's podcast, not network anymore. I mean, it's network now.
Wait. Yeah.
It's network now, not podcast. Even though, really, I have nothing changed.
Not a
Everything
thing.
you buy says podcast. If you buy it, anybody. Please, somebody.
Is it the news network?
It is Sporking News Network now.
Oh.
Because, Jane, I have like 3 podcasts. That's it. Like episodes. I got bored doing that anchor thing. I was like, no one's watching it. Who cares? What's up? Oh, crap. I totally did that, didn't I? Hey! What's Gucci, my ninjas? Sorry. That's not my thing?
Not a Prada, camarada.
I don't think I know any fashion. My devil in Prada.
What?
I don't know fashion. I couldn't think of anyone.
My devil in Prada.
What's Calvin Klein? No? All right. Welcome to Saturday night. It is the dump. Hope you're all having a great evening. We are here.
You know, the Levi people were Jewish, right?
Well, I mean, Levi.
Fun fact.
The tribe of priests, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the tribe of priests, the Levi. Yep. There's your biblical people. We do it all here on the dump. It is Saturday night. We're going to be talking about She-Hulk, better than the Hulk. We're going to be talking.
That was it. Not a lot of my Prada, camarada.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I came up with that on my own.
Oh, did you really? Because I totally thought that was amazing. That's really. Oh, he followed you. We're going to be talking House of the Dragon. Will it be patriarchy or will it be an actual intrigue of politics? We're hoping for the latter. Yeah. Ladder? Yeah, ladder. And we'll be talking Lord of the Rings because everybody always talks about Lord of the Rings right now. And it sucks. So you have to. I mean, it's. I believe it's part of our YouTube world where we're like, if you don't talk about it, you're in trouble.
It's also therapy.
It really is because it looks terrible. It looks terrible. Like, what is going on?
Which one?
Lord of the Rings?
Oh, God, yes.
Power.
I'm still getting tons of views on mine and comments like, you know what I mean? Like, this is garbage. Like, everyone's real. No one has defended it. Almost 4,000 views. Not one person. Over 100 comments. Not one person is like, well, actually, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
No one.
What can they say?
Well, not much.
I mean, I've been saying this for a while, and I came up with like the perfect thing, right? So I think that these studios should hire memeologists, people who like are expert in memes. They look at the product at different stages, and then the studio gets to decide whether or not it's worth them going through with it.
Yeah.
Like when the country hires hackers.
Yes, to hack.
Yeah, like a quality control agent.
Right. Someone's able to break in. Well, instead of like arresting them, hire them. That's what I say.
Yeah, the people who hate your stuff usually.
Yep.
Bring them on board.
Yep, bring them on board and find out why. I think that's a really smart idea. Like, you would think some of these, I don't know, Disney, DC, Warner Brother, all them, they would be like, hey, our stuff isn't making money right now that much compared to what it used to. Yeah. How about we hire people that actually, I don't know, have a large presence and seem to know what we should be looking into. Yeah. But
yeah, it should be Dr. Matt. I have my PhD in weebology.
Yep.
From the University of JoJo.
Oh, good college. Good college.
Yeah.
I mean, we're enemies of the state.
They can meme us. No one ever memes this show.
But so the doctor would actually mess up the @MadChismo for my Twitter, so I can't put it there. But
that sucks. I mean, but you are a PhD, correct?
Yeah. I have my certificate thing, diploma thing somewhere.
Okay, good.
Tried to find it earlier.
So we got a lot of people in the chat. We got 41 people watching right now. That's a good start. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit like, and if you're new here, because like 50% of you lately are new, subscribe, because why not? You're here.
You're here.
It's free. I don't give a shit if you ding the bell. Just freaking subscribe so I can say I have those numbers. Because like when people are like, so how many subs do you have now? I'm like 2,500, and they're like, oh, that's not much. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, I'm like,
not worked your ass off for 3 years, but whatever.
I'm at 920 somewhere around 915 somewhere around there. I keep losing a few every day, so getting
don't
closer.
You love that?
Oh yeah.
YouTube does it.
It's like every day, a couple here, a couple there. What we got, Mad?
University of JoJo presents Mad Chismo with a doctorate in weebology. It's signed by the president of anime.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, was that an L and an N something? I don't know what their name was, but that was exciting.
Have you framed it?
Yes. I am here. My employees.
I put it right next to my girlfriend. She has hers in translational science. I have mine in weebology.
It's tough to say, isn't it? Yeah, I'm here tonight, and my employees have been doing a great job. I really appreciate them. Oh. I consider that they're not really employees. They're more like interns because they don't get paid. So thanks, man.
Yeah. I mean, not doing anything else on Wednesdays.
Yeah. So we got right here from the Tide Prophet at Sporking News Network. Watching Sporking News without Sporking is like watching She-Hulk with no She-Hulk. I haven't watched She-Hulk. I think it would be better. I guess let's talk about She-Hulk. Episode 1. What was your take, Jane, from episode 1? What was the show all about?
What it's about is taking down the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Basically, men bad.
Yeah.
Every single scene reinforcing that message.
Every scene.
From the beginning, as soon as that dude walks in, and he's a partner, or not a partner, but he's like a lawyer, right? He's not
only a lawyer, he is her partner on the case.
Yeah.
Yes.
But kick him out and keep the secretary, whatever her name is.
She was what do you call them?
Paralegal.
Paralegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like because he has to take like, hey, you might screw this up. Let me take the lead. I mean, made him look like, I don't trust you, woman. You know, like,
yeah,
okay.
Like, why would he? God, that would have been a discussion they had at the beginning. Like, you take this part, I'll do this part, whatever.
Honestly, neither one of them had to go out there because that defense attorney was like, did he kill these innocent people? Sure.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. Like, the guy in the trial is totally incompetent. Like, what?
Yeah.
That was awesome, though. It was like, did he kill him? Sure. Did he know how many, though? Maybe. You know?
He's barely, like, more competent than what Alex Jones hired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Valid point, dude. Valid point. So let's talk about it. It starts out with She-Hulk, and she's going over her closing arguments, and she's getting mansplained by her partner, and he gets ran out of the room by the paralegal. Then
he apparently knows more about the law.
Right. Well, she's a woman, and
she breaks the fourth wall right after that, out of nowhere. Like, the thing about Deadpool, when he started he acknowledged that he's, breaking that fourth wall. In this sense, we have no idea who she thinks she's talking to.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
it's not even like she's talking to us, she's talking at us.
Right. That's a valid point, man. Like, at us, right away. It's not, and the weird thing is they were planning on putting her, my sources, like, newspapers. My sources told me that they were planning on putting most of her origin story in like episode 8, like way down the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So this was thrown together pretty quick. That's why, like, the part where she's in the final scene where she's fighting the other super powered woman, it doesn't line up. Like, they're not next to any desks. Next thing you know, she throws a desk. The woman goes for a super kick, and, you know, She-Hulk doesn't even have to move. She just punches her. She doesn't have to sidestep it, nothing. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
he misses.
Well, it was all just thrown together.
Yeah.
So they were planning on putting this last.
You think that has anything to do with them finding out that these people don't know how to write a courtroom scene?
Maybe.
I mean,
Or CGI characters, apparently.
I can't believe that they were like, what? They can't write this? Well, what can they do? I don't know. Be slightly, like, moderately funny about things that happen in their lives.
Right.
Well, we can't fire them, so I guess we'll do that.
Yeah.
Right. So we get into the car. She's driving with her cousin Bruce, and they're talking about Captain America's virginity.
Of course.
And then, Sicarian, right? Sicaria. What is that? Where the Grand Master was from? Right, Sicaria. I think that's how it's called. Where he fought
Who fought?
the Hulk for 2 years.
Wait, Sicaria? No, that wasn't the planet. You talking about with Dr. Malcolm
What?
from Jurassic Park?
Yes. What was that planet?
Planet Trash.
Let's see.
It was like, it was the Sakaar. It was Sakaar.
Sakaar, yeah, and that was a Sicarian ship, I'm pretty sure.
No, dude, that's like the blue people.
No, see, I swear he said Sicarian.
Oh, who knows what he says?
Does anybody want to Google that shit?
I didn't even pay attention to it.
Everybody else wants you to know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's all about the Sicaria. That's the thing.
Yeah, I swear. All right, anybody in the chat, was it a Sicarian ship? Anyways, it was a goddamn spaceship that shows up out of nowhere. Bruce has an inhibitor on because he's still hurt and he wants to stay in human form because his blood is not good. They get into a car crash. A little bit of blood drips onto her cut.
After she drags him out the vehicle, don't forget.
Yes. Yeah, she rips the door open as a human, drags his ass out of the vehicle because he's knocked out because, you know, he's a man. And he warns her, right? Jane warns her, don't know my blood. And then she changes.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't have him saving her.
Oh God, no.
No.
Because that would have so much complexity and you know, availability for storytelling. The guilt that he would feel for doing it, but also, like, you know what I mean? That would be a conflict between the two more than like, I don't need you to teach me how to like calm myself down. I'm a woman.
Exactly.
So she ends up waking up in the woods, right? She goes to a bar.
Ugh.
She sneaks in. Now, this is a dive bar, so she's expecting, you know, scumbag dudes, which there were, and really nasty hoes, which there weren't, because these women take care of her, because girls got to protect girls, right?
They gave her a makeover.
Yeah,
Right?
they gave her a complete makeover to look like a hooker.
I don't think they know what it looks like. This is how, like, in this universe, this is how good women have it. Because they walked in, they saw this dirty, like, chick. You know what I mean? They're like, oh my God, he's such a bad man. You should leave him. What are you talking about? She's dirty.
Right.
She has some dirt on her face.
She doesn't even take a freaking shower.
It was better. It was done so much better in G.I. Jane. When she's like, you know, her whole face is bruised up and she's spitting blood or whatever. And the chick comes in and says, yeah, you should leave him. Because that makes sense because she looks like she was beaten.
Right.
This, she looked homeless.
That is true.
Without a meth problem.
She looked like a lot of people in those bars.
Yeah.
Right. So she gets a makeover from the girls, the ladies.
Variety,
Yeah, right. I mean, they're all loving her. They're all sweet. They're all
Instantly.
really nice to her. But she stands outside and the guys, you know, plan on it looks like raping her. You know, just that's the vibe you get.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to be nice to you. Now you need to be nice to us. And she hulks out and gets tackled really quick. And I think a lot of that, I don't know if anybody else noticed that a lot. Like I was telling before, this was kind of a cut up pilot because they weren't planning on doing this at last minute. They changed it to have her origin in the first episode. So they tried really hard not showing her with those scenes that had to be added. the car, you see a reflection of the face when she turns and it's already a green car. Mm-hmm. She turns and screams at those guys. It's like literally 4 seconds and then she gets tackled. So that's how they dealt with this CGI, I believe.
It was so dumb.
Yeah. And then she wakes up in Mexico because that's always what happens when you pass out.
How did they get to Mexico? I guess
he jumped there probably with her.
Probably.
Can we talk about the Smart Hulk thing that you told us that we couldn't talk about in the back?
No, we could. We just had to stop talking about it in the back. Go ahead.
I know when I'm being
59
ordered.
people want to know.
All right, listen. So my view is, right, it's not that he combined, it's not a joint thing between him and Hulk. He killed Hulk. He killed him. Because whoever Hulk was, like in Ragnarok, he had his own personality, his own motivations, his own agency. That thing, that person or whatever is gone.
Yeah.
It is just Bruce Banner green and big. That's it.
Right. And you know what? That's a valid point too, because he proves that in Endgame where he's like embarrassed by the Hulk and he's like, "Arr." Like none of that Hulk comes out in him. He can't even pretend to be the Hulk.
He dabs.
I disagree. I think there has been a merger or at least a control that's happened. I don't think the other side is dead because that other side was always still a part of him. It wasn't really a completely different person. It's just how he's that's how he manages it.
Yeah.
See, it felt like it was a whole different person.
Stay safe, man.
He even talks about like it feels like there's another hand on the wheel.
Right.
That's not his.
It's not though, because even with her, like it would make more sense too if they had allowed her to have the two different personalities.
Right. Like
she's supposed to. It's just it's who you are, but just a
mega sized
perspective.
So yeah, Judicon kind of got it. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. The alter ego seems to be completely suppressed. I'll take suppressed.
Right. There you go.
But there's no like it does not feel like there is any thread of him that is visible or like that's on the surface.
Well, he said I took the brawn and like they worked together almost. It made it seem like, to figure out how to create Smart Hulk, but in a way it looks like he just killed him. You're right. Yeah. Maybe he ate him. That might be true. That might be true. But she doesn't have that problem. So he busts out, he makes her turn into the Hulk and he busts out like this, syllabus of how to be the Hulk after 15 years of him practicing to keep himself calm, to not, that he's always angry, but to learn not to transform unless he has to.
Well, he's never been catcalled. So
that's true.
He had to put in the work.
That's true. I mean, I got catcalled once and I flipped. I blacked out and woke up. Blood, death. It was rampage.
But by the way, they didn't even they had an opportunity. If you want to give her super Hulk blood, you could have said because of all the years that he's been practicing and like perfecting this, his blood has actually it's evolved.
Controlled. Yeah.
Well, it's evolved from what it was at that primal Hulk stage to where he's at now.
Yep.
Because he's altered his DNA through all of his habits and his training has actually altered it. That's why she's able to control it now. But they can't do that because that means it was because of him why she's able to control it.
Mm-hmm.
But we do find out that her blood is better than his. And
for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, that may be why she's able to control herself better. And it cured his,
his arm thing.
His arm that, I don't know.
Yeah.
When you have the elements of the universe on a gauntlet and you snap it and it fries your arm, thank God her blood is the only thing that can cure that.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like, think about that. Like, he is made of gamma radiation. He's able to take more gamma than anybody. And he could not take the full brunt of the Infinity Gauntlet. But yet her blood, she probably could have snapped it like 13 times. Never had an issue.
Mm-hmm. Because she's better.
Yep. Tony Stark.
The best ever.
And then he destroys the blood, right? Because he doesn't want it to
get out.
Yeah.
Like it did in The Incredible Hulk where a drop got into the cola.
And poor Stan Lee, man. I actually started watching the maybe like right before She-Hulk came out, right? I was like, let me watch this, the girlfriend fell asleep and I was like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna change it.
Right.
But I was liking it. I like Edward Norton. He looks a little too skinny You know what I mean? For him to be doing BJJ and all this other BS, but he looks like he's like, you know what I mean? Like one puff away from being addicted to crack.
Yeah.
That bad.
I think he played the role like a guy on the run who doesn't eat all the time, who's always moving, who he looks like somebody who's been on the run. I think Edward Norton did I don't know. I liked what's his name, Ruffalo, when he first came in, but I think Edward Norton did a great job where the CGI was not caught up yet.
I don't know, man. I like the design better than what we get now between the two Hulks. Yeah. I don't like the Hulk's haircut in the Edward Norton one. That's a little weird.
It looks like Oasis.
Yeah, at least it looks like a monster and not just
a guy that's green. Yeah. I don't know.
If Edward Norton could get along with other actors, maybe he would have stayed, because that was a reason.
Well, it wasn't. No, he left because there was another opportunity, another job he took. That's at least what they say. There was another script he wanted to do, and it just didn't line up.
I'm pretty sure he's known in Hollywood to be a pain in the ass. That's why he had to go do Motherless Brooklyn.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a noir that he did. He directed it too. It was fantastic. It may not be Motherless Brooklyn. It was on HBO, dude. I loved it, and it had everybody in there that can't get along with other people. I think Mel Gibson was in there, because all kinds of people. But yeah, it was really good.
I'll have to check that out. I never saw that. That's pretty good. So they're down in the hole. They're down in his lab. She proves
down in the hole.
She proves because she's a woman, she can deal with anger better because she's been controlling it her whole life because of the man, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk about that for a minute. I got to go grab a drink.
Okay. I'd rather talk about Motherless Brooklyn. Have you seen it?
No.
It's so good. It's really good. I was shocked by Edward Norton's directing. I thought it was really well. It was well done. Yeah, very, very good. And he also uses this line. He tells somebody, "Don't shy me." Right. The only other time I've heard that line was when he played a cop in a movie with Colin Farrell, where they were all cops and brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Oh, Pride and Glory. Yeah. Pride and Glory. Yeah, and when he was shaking down this dealer or whatever, he told him like not to shy him, like, don't shy me. I'm like, I've never heard that before. That's good. Right? And I tried it out a couple of times when I was a cop, you know.
What does it mean?
It didn't fit. I don't know. No one knows. That's what makes it so great.
It didn't fit.
No, not with me. I couldn't pull it off. But that was the only other time I've heard it, was him using it again in Motherless Brooklyn, which is a noir that takes place like after World War II. So like late 40s, early 50s, right? It's really, really, really good movie.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, but back to the shit. Where did we leave off? Her training?
Let's see.
Lou Ferrigno was the last Hulk. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, Motherless Brooklyn was a flop. I don't know why.
I don't remember.
What's that?
He was the TV Hulk.
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah.
In what year?
Oh, 70,
oh, shit.
77 maybe?
Okay, I think I remember seeing him. Okay. Yeah.
He was also in the Edward Norton one as a security guard.
Security guard, yeah. You know he's deaf or something?
Yes, he's deaf. Yeah, that's why he kind of talks like a deaf person. Yeah.
Anyway, by the way, we stopped talking about it and went to Motherless Brooklyn while you were gone.
Okay, good.
So we can pick up where you were.
All right. Well, 75 people watching Motherless Brooklyn. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Back to She-Hulk, and then we'll get on to Lord of the Rings and George R.R. Martin.
So excited.
I'm very excited for all of it. So She-Hulk then, female splains, lady splains to Bruce how women always control their anger better.
Yeah.
Because they've always been doing it. Is that true, Jane? Are you always angry?
No, not really.
Can we take a poll of the ladies in the chat? Are you always angry and could Hulk out at any moment? Please let us know. So he says, look, I'll rip out. Oh, also she doesn't have an alter ego. So He rips that whole part out of the binder. He had to learn how to control it, kill it, whatever.
Which really messes up her character because she does supposed to have one.
Okay, so I don't know her that well. I thought it was just when she became She-Hulk, she was like a bigger persona of herself. Like it's almost like
a YouTuber.
Like the Id. Yeah, like a YouTuber.
Yeah, but that personality is much more outgoing. It's much more social. It's who she always wanted to be, but can't when she's herself.
Okay, so
the only scene that we have of her, like before Hulkamania, is when she's in the car, shitting on Captain America, which is one of the oldest jokes. Like, who hasn't had that conversation about like, oh, I wonder if he's a virgin? You know what I mean?
I had that conversation.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was half the show.
And I think it was only really intended to drag him down morally,
make fun of him.
She's about to be a slut throughout the show.
Oh, big slut. And so what? He got laid in 43 to one woman. God damn it. The dude deserved it.
I didn't even know about that.
No one does.
The after credit scene.
Oh,
until
right.
I'm looking on Twitter. I'm like, wait, what is this scene? Everybody's like repost. Like, I did not see this.
So
I missed it because as soon as the credits, it's like as soon as the credits started, I turned that shit off. Like,
so you know what I did? I fast forwarded it.
I should have thought about that.
Yeah, I just went
back here and we check.
I mean, it is an MCU. You never know. I was shocked that they did one right after the first episode because usually it's not in their series. It's like the last episode.
Bro, I do it for other movies and shit that have nothing connected to anything else.
Just there might be a chance.
Turned it off immediately.
But
Didn't even give it a
F-bomb
chance.
Thing, like, really?
Yeah.
It is
a Disney show.
These people they don't know what comedy is. It is aliens trying to replicate what they've seen on Twitter to be funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like on TikTok. Like it is just a series of TikTok jokes is because at least they know that some people find those funny. And that's safer than them having to try to come up with a joke on their own because that ain't going to work.
Right. And I actually think, like, Jane, you have a very valid point. They're belittling and lowering Steve Rogers being like the Boy Scout. He got laid.
The epitome of everything good and moral and integrity and all of that.
Yep. And they're destroying it, right? And because she's going to be the MCU's version of Sex and the City, because empowering women means they could sleep around. That's empowering.
Yeah. That's it.
Like her Soul Assassin brought up her Tinder account. That's real. Like
what?
She has they have a Tinder
right.
account. And if you match with her,
their marketing.
Yes.
And what happens when you match with her?
Oh, it's some dumb message like instead of hooking up with strangers or whatever, why don't you check out She-Hulk? And it lists all these reasons, like for the action, for the comedy, for the cameos. What the fuck? If you're listing cameos, like you're in trouble.
Right.
Like you're leaning heavy on people coming to see other people other than who's in this show.
Dude, that was one of the biggest push points on it. It was we got other people. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she can't hold her own series the way they've written her.
Right. And it's a very good actress. I mean,
a waste of an actress. Yeah.
What a waste of an actress. I felt like, people said the CGI got better. I don't know.
Oh man, dude. Like I am like at beyond, like below like a rookie level of like Adobe. And I can tell you right now, I could do better with the keying.
Right. Well, it's a man's fault though. That's what I've heard. It's a man's fault that her CGI isn't as good as the Hulk's because men don't need to wear makeup and they have imperfections and the imperfections make it look real. Because she doesn't and she has to be smooth, that's why it's harder to do.
Because she's so perfect, the CGI cannot.
That's one of the reasons. You got Mark Ruffalo and what's his name? Thanos. They have strong jawbones, the actors. And they got blemishes and marks that they can then take and put onto the CGI character to keep some of their realistic look. She's a woman who wears makeup and that's hard.
So why not just not have her wear the makeup?
I don't know, because we're sexist. I don't know.
Green. What difference is it?
Yeah, but her face would still be perfect.
That's what it is. Her face is perfect.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So they can't apply texture if she doesn't have texture skin?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's too perfect. Come on.
Yeah, like
He looks terrible.
like Megan Fox would make a better CGI, like because her complexion.
Gamora
girl.
looked great.
Who? Oh, Gamora? Yeah, she was just wearing body paint though.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't as much CGI. But also the Hulk, I mean, he looks amazing, and that's because he's a man. And we're sexist, I guess.
Let's slow down on the amazing.
I think what they're doing is trying to model the comic. It's just you can't have a comic cut out in a live action.
Do you see the green tint? Because they did such a poor job, there's now this green tint over the entire. Yeah.
Well, that's another. Yeah, they left a green hue, so it was. I don't know. For some reason, they thought green. Think about it. The very first episodes, or parts of the episode, she's in an office. Some of the book bindings have green. Her suit has like a greenish, like a gray to green color. She's driving in a car. The car's in the woods, green around them. Like the car has a green tone to it. Everything had a green tone to make the CGI look a little bit better. I'm going to read this real quick. Macklyn draws for $10. Thank you, sir. Going to the Orlando Fund. I appreciate it. She-Hulk loses me immediately with the severe downplay and deconstruction of what Bruce has gone through to prop her importance up, and that it's supposed to be a critique on misogyny and incel culture.
It's such bullshit. He literally tried to put a bullet through, and the Hulk spit it out. That line, because I rewatched that scene because I was wanting to do something, but that line, it hits. You're like, oh.
I was in a dark place after he like explains why because he realized he said it and everyone kind of got shocked, and he like explains where he was. I mean, she's just like margaritas, everybody. Macklyn Draws, guys, I believe is having his monetization stream tomorrow, so make sure you guys check him out.
Cool.
He is monetized over 1,000 subs and monetized now, so please make sure to support him.
Yeah. So him, oh man, and what's great though is like even after all of that, he is still trying to help other people. He's on the run. He could turn at any point, but he still has that drive to help others. Why?
Yeah.
Because that's a hero.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't want to be a hero. She just wants to go back to her old life.
Yeah.
Sex in the City now.
I don't know what to tell you, chick. Like,
you're going to draw people. I mean, the minute you showed yourself in court at the end, you're now a target.
It's what Vision talked about.
It's weird that she's saying she doesn't want to be a hero, but it sounds like she's like a plaintiff's attorney going against big corporations or whomever who've hurt people.
Yeah.
That's not a hero?
Like Matt Damon in damn it, what was that movie? He's going against Big Tobacco. I forgot what it was called. Rainmaker.
That wasn't Big Tobacco. That was
yeah, it was.
Was it? I thought it was something in the water. It was like oil.
No, he was going. No, I'm talking Rainmaker, like with Danny DeVito and Danny Glover.
Yeah. And what's his name? The guy from Roadhouse. The guy from Roadhouse. Wasn't he like the Marlboro Man?
So. Okay, Claire. Oh, Sam Elliott? Yeah, he was in it too.
He was like,
that was awesome. It was an insurance company. That's what I thought. That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah, that was a terrible. She's a hero.
But,
yeah.
Such a hero.
It's beautiful. What do you think, Mr. Grant Gregory? You're here now.
Hello. Yeah, I think she has an issue with her anger because she just turned around and cold cocked a cousin after talking control her anger and everything like that. I mean, he could have just turned around and said, "You will kill someone accidentally. It's going to happen."
Right.
It's also what Vision talked about the correlation between when Iron Man introduced himself to the world as Iron Man and whether or not that brought on these global threats. Was it a global
cause and
threat
effect
meeting them, or were they meeting the threat?
Right.
I think in her arrogance, though, she believes she would be able to use it when it best suits her.
Right. And only for her benefit.
Only for her benefit, yeah.
And if she's in the correct footwear.
Right.
That's important.
And take off them shoes, girl, because you don't want to ruin them, yo.
They weren't even Prada.
No.
I don't know what they were.
They were garbage. Right?
Louis Vuitton, does he make shoes? Were they Steve Madden's?
Yeah, not anymore.
What?
Steve Madden, he makes shoes.
Steve Madden does make shoes. Adidas. I remember I had Steve Madden's. They were badass.
What did that have to do with Adidas?
He made a line of Adidas back in the day. They were called Steve Madden's Madden version of Adidas.
Well, no, he did a whole heap of Adidas, if that's what you mean.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, forgot. Australians, they call it Adidas.
No, Adidas.
What's Adidas?
Adidas? Adidas?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're only calling it by what he calls it.
Oh, okay.
Ask him how to say aluminum.
How you say aluminum?
It's aluminium.
What is it?
Aluminium.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Wow.
I don't get it.
You would think for a country that doesn't exist, they would at least try to get the words right so they could fit in.
Right. Ooh, we're a big island. Now we're a continent. Yay.
We can be both.
So he goes and trains her, right? He trains her. She does everything better.
No. He demonstrates.
Oh,
how
that's
to
it.
do things poorly, and she does it better.
Yeah. The
I mean,
yoga
everything.
I believed. I was like, cool, she can do yoga better than him. That I get. I'm fine with.
Right.
Everything
but the
else,
Hulk
no.
jump, throwing boulders, stomping, everything. She does better.
Yeah.
And more graceful. More
Yeah.
graceful, you know? It makes me feel good about myself. So he doesn't want her to leave. She pretty much destroys him, telling him how much of a loser he is, that he took 15 years to get this, and tries to run him down.
So someone brought up a point in one of the streams that I was watching. This is very indicative of how the LGBT generation treats the older LGBT generation.
Yeah.
The ones who had to actually fight and struggle for it. Yeah, they come along and then just bitch and complain. I'm like, well, you had it easy. It took you so long. I came out when I was 10. What's the big deal? Why'd you wait till you were 30?
It's seeing the fence in the middle of this field, and you're like, why is that here? That shouldn't be here. And they take it down without even taking a moment to think about, maybe it was keeping a bull from, you know what I mean? From, 8-seconding you.
A what?
8-seconding you?
Yeah,
from
with,
Lane
with Ferry?
Frosting you?
Like
Lane Frost. 8 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bull rider?
He died in the end.
Did he?
Yeah,
his balls got stomped?
Yes,
No.
that happened. He didn't die from that, though.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay. Was that, what's his name?
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry played him.
Oh, I remember that movie.
R.I.P.
And
Luke. R.I.P. My wife
One of
loves
the bald ones, the one from Biodome, he played his best friend Tough.
Steven.
Yeah.
One of the better,
actually his
bald
best
ones.
role.
Yeah, I think he did a great job.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, you did bring up Biodome.
At the end, I didn't like that.
No, he did a great job in 8 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? His whole story about why they call him Tough is, he was a kid and got his hand slammed in the door and he didn't cry. But then at the end, when he's talking about Lane, like he breaks down. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen 8 seconds, do yourself a favor.
Okay, I will.
Great.
I will. Hayden White asks, why does her transformation make her hair grow? I understand the iconic She-Hulk look, but why not give Jennifer long hair from the start? Holy shit, I didn't
It's
even
also
realize
straightens her hair,
that.
doesn't
It
it?
does. Yeah, she doesn't have that much of a curl.
Well,
Wow.
see, it's easier to have the curly hair for guys, okay? Because they don't have as much, they have more texture
Right.
on their hair.
Right. She has to have the look, and it goes to show you how hard it is for a woman to have perfect hair unless she is She-Hulk because of men.
I think
Yeah.
it's her character. Like, it's hard to explain, at least my understanding of what's happening with them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's her. It is in a way supposed to be her alternate self. It's her
Right.
idealized self
Okay.
being projected. So it's how she wants to look.
So the body takes that transformation.
Right. She's
Okay. Yeah,
it takes it to
transforming
the extremes.
completely into this new personality, but they're just not showing it. They're showing it physically,
But not
they're
mentally.
not showing the actual
When
transition.
she's Jennifer, she's supposed to be shy and meek. That
Right.
She-Hulk isn't. She's just a mini She-Hulk.
Right.
Yeah.
Her attitude is no different when she's She-Hulk, and that's the weird thing. It's like Bruce was a scared,
Dork.
scared guy and very, very weak, and that's why the Hulk is this brooding, fearless, thing. It takes what you always want, but all it's doing is it's just instead of turning her up to 11, it's just giving her another 10% on top of that and turning her green,
right,
and losing all texture in her face.
Yeah,
he's also very like. He's a pacifist in a lot of ways. Like whenever they tell him like, oh, the Hulk, he sent many enemies to the gates of whatever, right? And you can see how badly it hurts him for, him thinking that he was a part, like he played some little part of these people being killed because of his actions, which makes it so much more powerful. Like when he's talking to Scarlet Witch in Age of Ultron, he's like, I would choke you out. I would choke you to death or whatever without changing a shade. Like, it's such a great line because it shows how, you know what I mean? Like himself being mad. Right. But we get none of that with her. And when she's saying all this stuff, it's the same thing you saw in the Batman, the Twilight Batman, right? Yep. When she's like, oh, it's all these white people bullshit, right? He could have just turned around and explained it. No, dumb. Let me break down this. Let me break down economics for you. Here's how we start. But no, they never do that. They just take the beating. Last of Us 2. The chick is like, oh, you're so bad. Why'd you lie to me? Blah, 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 blah. And he just takes it. That's every one of these shows. It's the same thing. The men get talked down to, and then they have to take it. They have no opportunity for a response or a defense whatsoever. And rarely are they actually in the wrong. If ever.
Hollywood.
I mean, you would think after just a few days, maybe. I don't even know how long they've been there. I want to say days. He understands 15 years of being an alternate, superhuman, almost godlike being. She has figured it out in 4 days. And he's in the wrong for wanting her to stay there even longer just to make sure there's not a freak result that happens a week later. I don't know.
Exactly.
She woke up better.
Yes.
Exactly. And also there's one little subtext thing that we haven't really thought about in this whole series. Poor Falcon couldn't get paid. He gave Bruce an island.
Right.
So, yeah.
What
I get frick? That though. Like,
yeah, they were better friends.
Well, no, his credit, like,
yeah, it's true because he was a full time nerd and everything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah Falcon had to have bad credit, right? Isn't that what they said at the bank? I don't know.
I think it was, wasn't it?
Falcon definitely had bad credit because they couldn't give it to him either.
A lifelong soldier, you can't.
Yeah, lifelong soldier. Doesn't get paid by Stark Industries, so he didn't have any proof that he had any job or anything. He just saved people.
He rented, like he didn't own that house, didn't have a car, so there's no car payments,
Right.
Even Bucky didn't help him.
He doesn't even own those wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bucky too, yeah.
Bucky, that piece of shit. So
Bucky's been frozen for 7 years and he's still got better credit.
Oh, let's not forget, guys, all the downside, but the upside of being a Hulk is you could drink and not get drunk.
But you don't get drunk. That doesn't make any sense. It's
so weird. Opposite. Because within the MCU, they explain this in Captain America, the First Avenger. Because he was talking about my metabolism works at such a high level. Yep. It doesn't matter how much I drink, I do not get drunk.
Right.
Not even buzzed. But they make it out to see, you can get buzzed. It's all the best parts, not the worst parts. I don't think you know how alcohol works.
Right. And then she gets the hangover, though.
Yeah, like that's
for whatever reason.
Yeah,
right.
It's like explain that.
It's like he drinks some water and poison. It's great. And she goes along with it. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. So, and then, in their when she's leaving, in their little fight, this bar that his late friend built with him, someone he's still, even after 5 years or a couple years, we'll say, maybe a year. I don't know how long it's been since Tony Stark died, but he's still mourning him. She destroys the bar they built together.
Yeah.
The guy literally saved the universe.
Yeah.
He saved the entire universe.
Yeah.
It's not just that he's his friend, a little bit of respect.
The moment that I legit got angry, like out loud, like shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I could keep it in because I've been called, so I'm
right.
Not at that level, obviously.
Yeah, no, I get it, man.
But I've been to gay bars. But free drinks. We used to go on non-payday weekends when we're at Hood. We go to Fifth Street.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Anyway,
you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain yourself.
So when 6th Street is where all the straight bars are. So like you would
stay away from there.
Fist in FIST
No,
Street.
Fist? No, Fifth.
It's like,
oh
ooh.
god dang it.
Oh, it's Fish Street, like a fist, like
No,
fist.
Fifth.
Oh, Fifth.
Anyway, not the point.
Right.
Oh, what upset me was when like they showed that they carved their initials into the bar, right? Tony and Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch comes up like, I'm gonna put my fucking initials right here.
After she destroyed it,
oh my god!
and then they rebuilt it, she decided now I could write my name in the bar. You selfish son of a bitch.
It pissed me off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. So yeah, it was and then she left. Okay. All right. She's back in, we get back to the real world and she's doing her, listening to the closing arguments. And then it's her time and mansplaining, don't mess this up, because that's what you would say to your partner this right before she's about to give her closing arguments.
Right. People do that in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just that. I don't ever want to be defended by that other lawyer, because he's literally said, maybe my client's guilty of it. I don't know. Like
maybe he did kill all those people.
Right.
Yeah. But because he didn't know about it, so it's okay.
Right. Right. So she's giving her closing arguments, and this broad, whoever she is, El Toro, comes through the wall.
Yeah, we can't see that, Scott.
Okay.
No. Before that, it reminded me of the DA from the Wittenhouse case when he just lays out all of the defense like he took the wrong notes. Like he accidentally picked up Rittenhouse.
He picked up
notes.
Yeah. It really was. So he might have killed everyone. Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah, but no, he's like, no, he did not cross state lines. No, he did not do that. He's going down.
Everything you people believe, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. But you still should find him guilty, because I need to win this case.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we got from this one.
Your Honor.
Yeah. So this lady breaks in. We never find out why.
Well,
no idea what her powers are.
Guy. She's going after the bad guy. That's pretty clear. But she's right about one thing. Her rack is nice.
Okay.
Better than when she was in the good place anyway.
Well, this is definitely one of the worst CGI moments. One of the worst setups.
Terrible artwork.
Yeah, you throw a table that was not near you at her. It lands on her. You don't see her come out from underneath that table. She's just all of a sudden into a flying kick move that literally is way off target, but perfect for She-Hulk to punch her in the stomach and finish and then, shrink back down, because it's so easy to go back to human form after a massive fight and say, I'm ready to finish my closing arguments, because who's that girl?
I'll be honest. I'm like, well, it's better than Just a Girl. Like it was a better song.
Way better song. Yeah, for that moment. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing of it is, technically what she's done is she's now destroyed court property in the process. That's contempt of court right there. She's assaulted someone on top of that. So, I mean, she should be in jail.
How dare
if they want to call this a legal drama, they're going to have to abide by, the law.
Okay.
I don't think they are calling a legal drama, because they don't know. They admitted it. Yeah, they're like, they don't know how to write it. What's Law and Order? Bum bum.
So they'll just have them in the courtroom for like 2 seconds periodically.
Yeah.
Right.
And then someone's going to bust through the
exposition, evidence, exposition, objection, and then they'll cut
overruled.
No, they'll be walking in and out. Yeah. That's what'll happen. They'll be in the hallway.
Oh yeah, taking up the whole hallway like in Law and Order.
Yeah,
they're going to do that bit.
Hey, we got 102 people watching. Hey. Let's smash that like button. Let's subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because why not? Like Jane says, it's free. Come on.
They also said something about her like wanting to be a prosecutor or something, and I'm like,
I thought you were gonna say prostitute.
Why is that an obstacle?
Yeah,
well, it's not.
Isn't she a prosecutor now?
No, she has degrees from like. Doesn't she have like 2 different degrees from 2 different like Ivy League like schools on her wall?
Top of class, yeah.
Yeah, she's a genius, just like her cousin that just got name dropped for the first time in the car that we've never heard of.
I love conversations like that. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, you're just saying all the things that I've said to you. Then why are you, what? Like, it's the whole like, hey, Scott, you remember back when you and I did this? Well, yeah, I remember. I was there. No, this isn't for you. This is for them. So...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's
Jurassic World all over again.
Yes.
I think
why
they're
is
gonna.
she dating dudes on Tinder? She's a lawyer.
Yeah, why does she need Tinder?
Surrounded by rich men.
Like, come on, girl. Like, and she's
not
an
in it for the
attractive
money.
young lady, not as Hulk even. Like, come on.
So stupid.
It is. She's a powerful woman. She's smart. She's attractive. She's a lawyer. But she needs random Tinder dates, and she's just swiping right. I think
And
that's the
bring
way
them
to go.
home.
Yeah.
Well, one that we know of for sure.
Carrying him like a little baby. Like a
So
baby.
embarrassing, dude.
Oh, it's terrible, man.
I would never be okay with the She-Hulk, and I don't even like calling her She-Hulk. By the way, I hate this idea of like it's cool. It's a not a title. What do they call it? Like with Thor?
A mantle? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever
I
it
guess
is,
so.
right?
Mantle. Yep.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, like anybody could be. What? No, that was his name until 5 seconds ago.
Actual name.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Like the
Yeah.
Hulk, okay, a little leeway, but still, when you think of the Hulk, you think of the Hulk. Why she can't come up with a new name?
Yeah, being able to handle Mjolnir gives you the
Mjolnir.
power. Thank you, Mjolnir. Gives you the power of Thor, but it doesn't make you
Yeah.
Thor. Like
Yeah.
No, it did because it transformed Captain America. Everyone remembers that scene.
that was he looked just like Thor. He did. Yep.
Everything. Oh, Ray is adopting the Skywalker name. That's not how names work.
No.
You just can't take someone's name. Oh, Falcon's Captain America. He was already Black Falcon. Why is he got to be Captain America now?
Yeah, but if they're all dead, who's gonna stop you taking the name?
Solid point.
You know, Skywalker.
Well,
You're all dead.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: the Skywalker thing. It should have been Organa because she spent 8 seconds with Luke, and she trained with what's her name for over a year. So that made no sense.
Right. Yeah,
Can't pay
Daredevil. I am so worried what they're gonna do to Daredevil.
I will cry.
Dude, they're going to make him bisexual. They're going to make the strict Catholic character bisexual. You watch.
I kind of could see that, but I think she's going to take his mantle as well, and she's going to be like She-Devil Hulk. Like,
Dude, I didn't even think of that. Like, he is like a devout Catholic.
that is
and then
center to his
then
story.
she can take over the bad guy, and she can be Queen Pin.
Yes.
Instead of
Well,
King.
she's gonna save him at some point too.
Oh, yeah. And
Hey,
he's going to be
everybody.
throwing out the jokes.
Nice. Culture needs his thumbnail. He needs everybody to see it. Culture's thumbnail. Thanks, Culture. Thanks for not being here. You're too cool in Vegas.
Did y'all read that right about Daredevil and how like he's going to be funny because he's coming into this universe? I'm like, they have no understanding of comedy at even just like a base level,
Right?
Because you have the perfect straight guy, like the straight man, not like I'm straight, but like you know what I mean, like the Cable to the Deadpool. You could do that. It lines up so perfectly because you're bringing in this ultra serious and dark character into this yay world, right? Yes, Queen. And then you're like, no. He should adapt to us, not he shouldn't like maintain who he is.
Right, because that would. Well, it doesn't make any sense that he would stay Daredevil and be again a devout Christian, Catholic at that. So really, he feels the guilt. You know, like they're going to ruin that character because they want him to be lighthearted and he's funny in his own right in the MCU
very
already.
Very dry. Like when he caught the brick,
say.
he's like, I'm a very good lawyer. It's very dry.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna drag a couple of male cameos through this show to destroy one after the next.
I don't doubt it.
Well,
Who
Abomination,
else?
Daredevil.
Yeah, Abomination's in it. Daredevil, Hulk. I think they took the Spider-Man
America.
cameo out.
Wong.
Wong might be in there. Yeah.
Wong is going to be in there, or at least he's in the trailers and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he doesn't know
So.
about the Book of American Laws.
I don't know, man.
That scene just, like it. They have to, whenever they do try to be funny, they have to force people to say things that they would not. That just goes against any expectations of normalcy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wong is not an idiot. Why do you have to play him as an idiot for your dumb joke that's not going to land anyways?
Do you reckon that's going to be in it, or that's just one of the trailer?
It's hard to tell because they changed a lot even in this first episode. Like there was things that were there but weren't there. Like weird shit happened. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, did anyone get the make and model of that Jeep? Because I want to buy one. They can push the Hulk out of the way from a standing start.
Right.
Yeah.
Nick, are you in Vegas? 32 flavors of Nick Weiser?
No.
Because if he's not, let him jump on. I like Nick. Nick hasn't been on the dump in a while. So, what the hell was it? That was like perfect timing, wasn't it? What's up, Tom?
What did I walk into?
I was just like, oh, Nick Weiser, you should come on, and it was like dong, like I didn't even send him it. I was like, whoa, that was impressive. How are you, Tom?
I'm okay.
Okay.
You sound like it.
Yeah,
Man.
you sound. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I heard you this excited.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
You sound like Jesse Spano. I'm
about to
so
lose control.
excited.
Oh, because of her caffeine.
I'm
tablets,
so
Taking
yeah.
speed.
pills?
I'm so
I'm doing
scared.
Speed.
Culture is here. Holy crap!
Wait a minute.
Greetings.
What is
Are
up,
you
buddy?
actually home already?
Yep.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
Jane,
Oh, so speed. You don't like the speed limits then?
No.
Jane,
Okay.
our talk time just
That
got
is
cut
why the
down to a
wife
third.
drives. See?
Yeah.
No. Hey, no,
I
I'm
can
only-
leave.
No,
Yeah,
no.
and I'm only here for a couple of minutes. I have.
Oh, did
dinner.
Jane say yeah? Okay.
Aw, you guys all. There's enough time. Oh, there he is. I got sad there for a second. And I'm going to add on Nick Weiser, too, because he likes to talk. And I'm going to be leaving in about a half hour, if you didn't see
What?
my private chat to you,
Nope.
Matt
Now?
Chismo. I have to be up at 3:30 for work.
Oh,
So we're going to talk about
Yeah,
George R. R. Martin.
bro. No
Wait,
problem.
I missed the She-Hulk thing.
Yeah, what did you think about it?
Yeah.
That thing sucked ass.
Did you
Did
actually
you
watch
watch
it?
it?
Oh yeah, dude, that is a feministwetdream.com.
I watched it.
Was terrible.com. It was there was a lot of .coms I could come up with. It was.
I'd like
not
to get
good.
both your takes. So, Culture, what's your take first?
.com.
Really, it was essentially character destruction. Like it destroyed the Hulk, and I think you're right because I was listening in before I popped on. I think Mad's right. I think you're right. I think they're gonna and of course Jane's always right. But
Right.
I think that
screw you, buddy.
Yeah, well, no, Grant,
Sexist.
you are like an appendage to me. So you're going to be right just by
Yeah,
being.
you're the dick of culture.
I didn't say that exactly. Wow. Hi, Nick. And then hi. Nick.
That's where multiple people have powers.
I guess what I was saying is this: is that I think you're right. I think they're going to drag a bunch of cameos through this, and I think it's going to destroy all of them. I mean, the goal here ultimately, it doesn't even, and believe me, we are starting with the male characters, but that's not the only characters that are going to get character assassinated by the new Marvel, right? Marvel, Disney, whatever. They want to destroy everything that essentially came before. They cannot tolerate anything that's traditional.
Right.
So going forward, they're going to destroy, again, Daredevil, one of my favorite Hell's Kitchen characters. They're going to destroy, obviously, Bruce, which I already did. Of course,
Who are the other two?
Yeah,
Favorite
give us your top 5 Hell's Kitchen characters. Get your top 5.
Let's see. I like the Punisher.
Punisher,
I like Jessica Jones. I like
Dude, he's Brooklyn.
Luke Cage.
Casey Jones.
Ages
Luke is from the Bronx, isn't he?
Gordon Ramsay.
Harlem.
No, he's technically Hell's Kitchen, and seriously, he's in all of those comics. He's in every single Hell's Kitchen era comic,
Yeah,
everything that's in that sphere. You got
Dude, comics
The
they can take place on different planets.
That's really what
different
they're
boroughs.
missing. Yeah, they're really missing Gordon Ramsay. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real.
you know what? I'm done.
A blind superhero, bloody hell.
So, Tom, what did you think about She-Hulk? And then we'll ask
What's
Nick
next?
Weiser.
A bloody deaf phone operator.
It's bloody awful.
What
That
I
was
think
perfect.
of She-Hulk, it wasn't nearly as bad as Culture's making it out to be, but it's not nearly good enough to say anything real good about. And as a Hulk fan, I'm still pissy that Hulk's never gotten any time to shine at all.
Right.
Really, outside of his Norton film.
Look, Tom, dude, this thing was 30 minutes long.
Here's the thing.
30 minutes
Not
long.
even.
In fact, it wasn't even that. It was like the bullshit credit thing.
There's like 10 minutes of credits.
and
Yeah.
7 minutes of credits at the end. And
not just that, even the title of the episode was "Who shows this anyway?" They even taken stabs at it with the title of the episode.
And the other problem is this is not really what the show's about, right? This is a prologue.
Well,
like what they did with Punisher.
The show's going to be Ally McBeal, but green.
Yes, I know that.
I think it's going to be more Sex in the City.
Yeah, Ally McBeal? They can't write that well.
It'll be a combination of both. And you're right, Jake.
Well, let's just say it's going to mimic Ally McBeal. Okay,
yeah. They're going to want it to, but kind
of like how aliens try to mimic humans in the movies,
Right.
But they always get found out sooner or later.
What do you think, Nick Weiser? Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
I'm done.
Oh, I apologize. I cut you off.
I think Nick it's going to be more like Cop Rock.
Cop Rock? Holy shit. Nick Weiser, what did you think of A Normal Amount of Rage, the episode?
I feel like the show is trying to actually make She-Hulk the replacement for the Hulk, not just by being the green character in the MCU, but by way of her personality, slowly but surely. Because I feel like that's what they want to do, is since they want, instead of making the Hulk the badass strongest one there is, I think they want to pass that shit down to her character instead, which is not really her character. Don't get me wrong, her character is an absolute badass in the books. I've read the Savage She-Hulk, the Sensational She-Hulk, and I fucking hate his guts. But even Dan Slott did a good run on She-Hulk back in the early 2000s as well. Like, she is her own character. I'm not saying that because she's strong and independent woman, but she really was a very fun, likable character. She's the type of person that everyone wanted to be around. Super outgoing, super fun, and she was not this man character. She loved hanging out with the boys. She was one of the girls who could hang out with the boys. She was a guy's girl, and she also kicked ass. And her breaking the fourth wall was very, very cleverly written. We're just basically getting the watered down Deadpool. We're seeing we're not gonna get what in the books off of that. And
right.
Tatiana Maslany is fucking insufferable in this show. Holy shit! She may actually give Captain Marvel a run for competition. And I didn't think that was possible, but every time I say it's not possible, we tend to scrape a new bottom of the barrel. So we're at the new bottom now. And I don't know.
I'll still take
a
over
hold my
Captain
beer.
America,
Brie Larson.
Marvel.
Brie Larson will, don't worry, she'll top it in the Marvel. She'll be like, oh, no, I will reclaim my title, bitch. I'll be insufferable next. I will not let She-Hulk take my title. But yeah, I don't honestly have an issue as much with the CG in the episode per se as others did. Now, Bruce Banner's personality is not Smart Hulk, Professor Hulk, aka the Peter David Arrow run.
Right.
What that is just Mark Ruffalo playing Hulk now. If you go back and watch the first Avengers movie, which once again, for how psychotic Ruffalo is, he's fucking awesome in that movie. He is great.
Agreed.
And it I remember when I first saw a movie open night theaters, a lot of people talked about how great he was in that movie.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
One of them. I'll still champion that thought to this day, but he had that dual personality,
Even in Age of Ultron, he still had it.
He was still the Hulk.
Yeah.
He was still the Hulk. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. He had the Banner aspect down. He had the Hulk. He understand the duality of the personalities between each other. He understood that.
Don't forget about Falcon.
Especially that scene when he talked about Spain, shooting himself and the Hulk spit the bullet out.
Yep.
We're not seeing that Hulk now.
Nope.
I brought that up earlier. It's such a great scene.
Did you really? I swear
I really did.
I did not hear that part.
No, but it's the truth that he was so even the Ed Norton version. You had this idea of a tortured man trying to find peace with this beast living inside of him.
Eric Bana was better at this.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think
I feel this boom, boom. Boom. Eric Bana.
Eric Bana, than what we have now with the way that he's portraying Bruce Banner. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's got a better
That was an Ang
last
Lee
name.
film.
So.
It was an Ang Lee film.
Yeah,
you wouldn't like me when I'm Ang Lee.
You would not. You would not.
And Ang Lee is I imagine the Hulk is an art film. I'm just like, what the fuck? No, it's not an art film.
So it'll be a comic book film.
I didn't hate it until the end.
Every transition.
No, the panel thing was not a bad idea, but man, it just drags.
I just hated it at the end because I thought, okay, you got Daddy Hulk gonna verse Son Hulk. I'm down for this.
Right.
and then he turns into a fucking fart cloud.
Yeah.
Big CGI.
Dude,
fight
what is it with the
underwater.
clouds?
That was a thing.
It was a thing for a while. It was then it was shooting shit in the sky.
Beams. Yeah, the sky beams. Yeah.
Dude, clouds are scary.
Clouds do get
Then you have Ninja
cloud.
Turtles, which has both
Oh,
shit
yeah,
shooting in the
right.
sky and
Yeah.
fart clouds.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The green fart cloud stuff that's going to turn
Suicide
everybody
Squad
into
had that
Muji.
too. Yeah, Suicide Squad had that
Yeah,
too.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was the cloud in Amazing Spider-Man that would can turn people into lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that also had shit shooting in the sky and a fart cloud.
It did. It had it shooting
Yeah.
in the
You're right.
side to turn them all. Yep.
Because, Kurtzman couldn't be outdone.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's what it was because it was in 2008 or 9, whatever. Star Trek is when it all
Yeah, I'm
started.
surprised the Mandarin should have been a cloud at the rate they're going with all these characters being like fake and non-existent. They might as well just say, you know what? Fuck it, we'll do the Mandarin as a cloud. Let's do it.
They transitioned from that into the if you kill the main thing, all the rest will die, like the hive mind enemy. Because you had the Age of Ultron, you had Game of Thrones.
Yep.
It's like all the Borg.
Oh, we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones right now.
The Borg wouldn't all
You're
die
welcome.
out, but
Thanks, buddy.
I don't know if he killed the queen or whatever. But
Big Raj, Canadian 199. Thumbs up, most likely, because that's what he always sends, because he's the best, and he's a channel member. 112 of you watching, please hit the like button and subscribe, because a lot of you don't, and it hurts. It hurts inside.
I hurt myself today.
It really does, Jane. It hurts.
I will make you hurt.
George R. R. Martin hopes House of the Dragon is the beginning of a Marvel-style Game of Thrones.
You know you're not sharing it.
I am not sharing it.
No, and I put this on the thumbnail, by the way.
You did?
I made it for this.
Yeah, you made it for this. But we'll also be talking Lord of the Rings once I leave. Will House of the Dragon, the first Game of Thrones spinoff, succeed in pulling in a...
Ginormous.
Is that ginormous? Ginormous audience. That's bigger than enormous or big.
Yeah, is that even really a word?
I don't.
Ginormous?
It might
I don't
be
think
now.
it is.
I mean, all words are made up, so.
Well,
Ooh,
this is
that was
true, but I
deep.
mean,
Bigger than a bazillion.
Sorry,
is that
Mark.
proper
It's
English?
official. It's official. Matt has joined the bad side.
Yeah. I mean, all words are made up.
Well, they are all made up.
Yeah, sorry, it's not,
I'm sorry, facts. bother
Okay,
you.
well, here's the difference then, man.
Facts
There was a
aren't real.
time when words were made up, yes, but all of us agreed upon the definition. And if they were really words or not.
Words
We agree
evolve with
upon this
culture.
definition.
Yeah, but then it evolves. Like, words don't mean the same thing now as they did then.
Wait a minute. What did Jane say? What did you say?
I mean, we all understand what that word means.
Right. Really big.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Massive. Massive.
Informal, aka not a real word.
Oh, nice.
Informal.
Just say, wait for it. Yeah.
Not a real word.
In other words, you're not getting points for it in Scrabble, okay? That's where it matters, man.
But
So
if
let's-
it's colloquially known as a word,
Webster.
Is it in Merriam-Webster's now?
Actually, this is more
No,
important than the
look,
other.
All those dirty
Can I have the,
sons of bitches.
Can I have the
It seems
culture
that-
of nature?
They changed the definition of a whole lot of words recently, Jane. I don't trust Merriam-Webster at all. Fucking all.
Well, okay, then
You
just
tell 'em.
trust your own instincts.
And I know that
Yes,
ginormous
Luke,
means
trust your
huge. Author George R. R. Martin hopes so, and he'd like it to be the first step in creating a franchise as massive as Marvel Cinematic Universe or Star Wars, because he's not finishing the books,
Here's-
most likely, Jane.
That's
He's on
that's
the right
problem.
road.
That's
He
what I
needs
got
to
from it, Jane. What do you think?
Finish the freaking books.
Yeah. That was
Like,
Jane
I
at her
don't,
most.
I don't care about all of this other stuff.
It's unbelievable. Like, he is done with
He'll
the
have
books.
it written in his will that the book should never be finished, just to piss everyone
done.
off. That the only copy will be buried with
Oh
him
my god.
and then cremated.
oh, I think he's gonna do like a treasure map. Like, if you want to see the
No, you know what he'll do? He'll do like that one. What was it? Not Kanye. Was it
Come on,
Kanye?
Willie.
no, Wu-Tang Clan?
Wu-Tang
When they
Clan.
sold-
Thank
yeah.
you, man. When they made the one copy of the one album or whatever, and he's
In the
like, only
Farmer
one person gets
Bro.
to read it
Yeah.
or whatever. And then you read it, and it's like the shit that happened in the series. It was going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then it's 80
If one
pictures
of
of
these
cats or something.
shows
Say it
ends up
again,
doing
Jane.
The books. If
Yep.
he wants to make the books into shows, at this point, I would accept that. But do that. first.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
do
with
all
you on
these
that.
other side gigs and prequels and all this other stuff. I don't care about that. Give me the ending to the story you wrote.
Yeah. It all leads
You
to
get the end of Dunk and Egg before anything else.
because right now, Jane, it all leads to Game of Thrones TV series ending without
I'm not
his
accepting
ending.
that.
I am not either. That is
See,
fan
and
fiction.
that's the thing is he's already on a fast track to Marvel and Star Wars, right? He just skipped over the inevitable shit.
Yeah.
Albatross, yeah, Game of Thrones is hella popular, but on that note, like I've said before, like Game of Thrones is not a proven franchise yet. They've only had one show. Right. Yeah, it's a popular book series, but this
It's not Harry Potter.
Yeah, well, we'll learn whether or not that's the case with this new series. I could be completely wrong, and there's enough normies out there who could give a fuck,
Right.
and I might end up watching it. If not, most people are like you guys who have been burnt by the end of that last show, and they're like, fuck this.
I can't think of another show that had such a huge impact, but then when it was done, dropped off the like no one gave a shit, no one talked about it.
I mean, of
'Cause
all
it
the
ended
worst
so
endings,
bad.
I was going to say, of all the worst endings in TV history, I don't think there has been one that was affected as much as Game of Thrones.
More
be honest
catastrophic,
with you.
yeah,
More
to the overall
catastrophically.
product, yeah.
Yeah, it was painful. Like that hurt my feelings.
Dexter
I
was
took it
pretty bad.
personally.
I did too, Jane. It broke my freaking heart.
What, was it St. Elmo's Fire, the little Fatata kid with the globe? Was it that one, the Denzel Washington show?
No, that was St. Elsewhere.
No,
St.
St.
Elsewhere.
Elmo's fire.
but yeah.
I don't know.
But no, yeah,
I could
no,
be
that's
a man
even
in
that
motion.
Even that one survived that
Right,
bullshit. Even
exactly.
Roseanne survived the bullshit.
Yes.
Yep.
This
30
did not. It
30
seems
Rock.
like, if you ask me, 30. What was it? 30 Rock? Yeah, I don't know the ending of that one. I dropped out like third
Well, 30
season.
Rock, the whole series is just a pitch meeting.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Bob Hope.
Is that how they ended it? Really?
Yeah,
That's
it
just
was a
like the
pitch meeting.
Newhart show where it was all
Yeah.
a fucking dream.
It was all a dream. That was awesome.
And he woke up with the host of the wife from the previous series.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh, that was an even worse one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in a new interview with Wall Street Journal, Martin admits that he hopes most spin-off possibilities succeed and turn the Game of Thrones universe into something as big as some of the other major franchise. How many shows will make it to air? I don't know, but I hope the answer will be several, Martin said. And we'll have something akin to a Marvel or Star Wars model by the time it all settled. Why do they need to follow any model?
This is so like if they get so distracted by this huge picture of having this cinematic universe that is
Yes.
intertwined that they don't focus on what it is that they're doing right now.
If you guys
That's what
go
happened
back-
to the people that did season 8. Those two guys, they were so
franchise
focused.
writers.
Yeah, they were so focused on what they're doing next with Star Wars and all this other
Yep.
shit. They wanted to rush through Game of Thrones. Be damn.
Well, and if you go back and look before HBO Max debuted, their plan was to have a bunch of Game of Thrones spin-offs to launch HBO Max with.
Yeah.
Yes. And that
And,
first one, the
Blood Moon.
long Blood Moon
Blood
just
Moon, yeah.
failed.
And basically, that's what I had heard from the same person who was telling me about the Bond stuff I was reporting on at the time.
Yep.
And they were telling us how upset HBO was with fucking George for the ending and all these shows that they had that were pitched were going nowhere, right? And they spent a buttload of money on that Blood Moon show.
But that was their idea, wasn't it? George didn't want to do that one.
Yeah, but they were
He
blaming
wasn't a
him
part
for
of
the
it.
ending of the show being
Right.
turning out the way it did.
Well, it was also
So
that
it
they
was,
they gender swapped one of the main house like Lannisters patriarchy, the land the clever, and they turned it into a woman. Like they were already doing stuff like that where it was like it was a lot of female leads in a time where it was mostly male, and people were already sick of what happened with Game of Thrones, where they were just like, we don't even want to hear about this. It's not even a story we care about at the moment.
Wait, we may have breaking news. Rex Rude is reporting that Amazon is dropping all Lord of the Ring episodes in one batch September 2nd.
You're
You're
shitting
kidding
me.
me.
Really?
Gary
That's
showed
not a good
something.
sign.
Gary
That
showed
was-
something.
Is that for sure?
I don't know.
Let's look
Someone-
into that. We need
Let's
receipts on that.
let's
one.
check our sources.
Yeah.
internet.
No offense,
That would
Rex
be the
Rude.
best
I
way to
believe
get
you.
rid of it.
Oh my
Dude.
god, just dump
That's
it and let it.
very-
I'm just going to
That's very
confirm with my
un-Amazon.
sources to see if it's
Yeah,
true.
confirm-
Tom, is that
Tom?
true?
Tom's my only source.
This
Everybody
on this,
gets your
I don't
phone.
have an Amazon source.
Or
so.
I'll ask my other source, Culture. Ask Tom if if it's gonna all drop.
All right, fuck it. I'll look it up online. We're here.
Man, I accidentally unplugged my headphones. What happened? What did I miss?
Can you imagine if they go from an episodic to just binge it? I mean, it is still an episodic, but they were planning on releasing maybe like 1 or 2 and then an episode a week. And they're like, fuck, this is going to burn.
Like
drop
they
it
do
all
with the shows that they have trust
3
in.
days ago, it was going to be a 2-episode drop.
Okay,
That's what I thought too.
I'm looking up on search engines, and there's nothing that's coming up about it being dropping at all. I mean, unless, like I said, I'm looking horrible. I'm talking like Lord of the Rings, Amazon Binge.
Well, Rex Rude made us talk about something good for a second, so.
Did he?
I don't know. It sounded awesome. Clip it, people. We got 120 people watching right now. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button. Let's get over 100 before I leave and let Mad take over.
So TV Guide is saying that they're going to drop 2 on Friday, the September 2nd.
That's what I heard. That my sources have told me that. TV Guide is my source.
And it'll run through October 14th.
Gotcha.
But that was 4 days ago, though.
That could, I mean, it could have changed. We'll keep we'll keep you up to date with that as we read on. The author also admitted that the competitive nature of trying to get these spin-offs made and a universe built has been odd for him to be a part of. Because why are you a part of it?
You shouldn't be a part of it. That's the first problem. You're not supposed to be there.
Not at all. You sell it, you make money off of it, and you write your goddamn books.
Go to your cabin and finish the freaking books.
I thought COVID was, I released COVID into the world thinking it would make him, write the books, and it didn't. My bad. Sorry, everybody. Joking, YouTube, joking. The writer hired for these competitive scripts all visited Martin at his to discuss their ideas and tried to get his input and ideally his blessing. It was like we were in the NFL playoffs and I'm coaching all the teams.
Why?
I fucking hate them.
Why are you coaching all of the teams? Why are you talking to all of these people? Why are you wasting time?
This is what I was talking about. For some reason, I don't know if he's contractually obligated in some way or what the deal is, but yeah, he was involved with this shit. That's what I had heard.
When it comes to this particular show, from what I understand, he came to them with the showrunner, with the idea,
for this show,
prepared, ready to go.
Yep.
But I am still confused as to how you're writing 2 books and coordinating a television series.
Because he's actually not writing the books; they're ghostwriting, being ghostwritten. I bet.
Well, Tim, thank you. People do get unsubbed. You can watch it every day and they'll unsub you.
You'd be surprised how many authors pay like 2 or 3 people to basically just ghostwrite for them all the time.
Oh, Tom Clancy, yeah, he'll barely give an outline and have somebody else write it. That's why he's able to put out 100 books.
I did not know that.
I'm still not convinced Stephen King wrote all those books on cocaine.
Oh hell
like
no!
He claims.
I don't know either.
I believe he did. I believe he did Dreamcatcher because he the shit weasel was because he was constipated, and that's why he made that.
Right? You're probably not wrong,
he got hit by a
man.
van. No, this is what he said because he got hit by that van, and he was on someone's Oxycontin or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He was constipated, and that's what he wrote that whole thing high as shit.
Well, the
on
other thing
Oxy.
is he always claims he doesn't remember writing his most famous books because he was high on cocaine.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't remember writing them because you didn't fucking write them. Probably that's why.
Maximum Overdrive is still the best Stephen King movie.
That's the proof as to why.
It's the only
way he wrote those fucking books. No fucking way.
Fucking, he probably is. He probably has people writing for him.
And why do you think he's so
rappers
pissy with
do.
Kubrick? Because Kubrick's like, this is a shit story, but I think I can make it better.
Yeah,
right. Jane, catch this. I just noticed what
Sorry.
he said here. No, don't worry about it, man. That's what we do here. But according to Martin, these spin-off series are why he hasn't finished his highly anticipated book. The Winds of Winter, in a post to his blog earlier this year, the author admitted that while he made a lot of progress on the books in 2020, he made less in, we all know that, less in 2021, but less is none, he noted. So wait a minute. Did Martin tell this writer in the interview that this is the reason, or is he getting it from the blog? Because I don't see him admitting that it was all these.
I think that's a conclusion he's drawing
from
what he quoted right there.
Wow. Son of a bitch. So, including House of the Dragon, there's the Jon Snow series in the works.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure there's the 10,000, the Dunk and Egg one and the 10,000 voyages or 10,000 ships for Nymeria.
The Sea Snake one. Yeah.
Well, that's the 9 voyages, but they're calling it the Sea Snake because they don't want you to get confused with the 10,000 ships that talk about Nymeria and her travels to Dorne. I know my shit. I don't know if they do though.
You should do a show about it.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Mr. Grant Gregory, because tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, because that's when the show is going to be actually airing, House of the Dragon, but Monday night, 7:30 p.m., maybe even 8:30, because shit, kids have so many damn sports and things to do. I might have to push it up a bit, but at some point, we are going to review House of the Dragon tomorrow night, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
The show will start.
Scott, me.
No, not you. Jane, myself,
That was hilarious.
Mason of the Free Folk, maybe.
Who the fuck is Mason? I'm getting replaced by a dude I don't even know.
He's been part of the Winds of Winter crew for a long time.
Who the
Zach,
fuck is the Winds of Winter
or
crew?
Zaz.
Man, be quiet for a minute. I will actually be on the stream as well.
Yeah, I'll invite you.
Of
course.
Get the fuck out of here.
And if you're in the chat for every episode for the series finale, you may have a chance coming on.
Matt's like, what group?
Yeah, that's awesome. Matt knows his shit.
Here's the thing, because see, you people are like, yeah,
Oh, there he is, right there. Free folk of the fandom. Mason.
Actually, we read the book. That's why we're on the panel. You need someone like the panel. Yes, you need. That's how y'all talk. That ain't me. That's me making fun of you. That's why you need me on there, because I'm your regular dum dum. I'm the one that just watches the TV show. You need my experience and yeah.
Yeah, because
Should
I'm not.
we get the hashtag?
Nerds.
We should get the hashtag
Scott,
mad for the panel.
Grant, join me in this thought, right? Scott, you should probably give this to Matt as a birthday present.
No,
You can come on episode.
Matt's got a
birthday
point.
today. You know it's Matt's birthday.
I know it's Matt's birthday. Everybody,
we wrote a song for him.
Yeah, can we hear this song?
Oh, the song's incredible.
Can
Should
we
play
hear
that
it
song right now?
I don't know. Can you?
It's the
Can you
greatest
play it,
song
Matt?
ever.
I don't know, but
Reigning is the
Oh my
Mad
goodness.
King, comes with no ease. Burden of greatness is hard on these knees. Lameness is your particular disease.
turn it up?
Said you
Needs
want jokes,
loud,
that's
man.
my sacred degree. Bloods and Crips got nothing on me. Always dig
That's
in,
better.
dig out for eternity. That's my war cry, the time of Bradley. Knocking out movies like I'm fucking Jet Li. You best believe satisfaction's not guaranteed. Mama Susan treats me like I'm a refugee, but I know how to use
Facts.
her. The YouTuber's YouTuber.
Aren't you supposed to put the fire in the chat, y'all?
I be saving my future. I'm the Elva to the chat. Bars that'll make you mad. Culture attack, no notepad. Scars from Iraq to Baghdad. Street Smash! Get down with the old bugs. It's time for the Street Smash. Street Smash! Salute the Mad Nation. Street Smash! True Bro Champion. Street Smash! LP.
All right, that's it. You just get a preview.
Oh, you got all
Get
the
a preview.
fire though. Fire.
that was great.
It was like a
Skip
it was
before
yeah,
that
Dark
LP
Council.
fixation.
You are definitely flaming that.
Yeah.
Mad, give me the full length of that.
Wait. Well, that's up to Tom, because Tom wants to take another run at a couple.
It's
By the
still
way,
in the demo kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, by the
Yeah,
way,
he was
real
a little
quick,
wordy with some of his rhymes.
Scott, why are you telling people, oh, put fire because he was on fire? That should be a
Oh,
great memory
yeah,
for him to have
that's-
on his birthday.
I
That's
didn't
kinda
think about
problematic.
that. My bad. Yeah, you were on fire once.
Yeah.
Totally.
What you make it sound? Oh, you were only on fire once. Like
I mean,
that's a-
you got blown up once.
no, actually, no. That was like the fourth. Yeah, the fourth idea I went through. It was just the best one they had. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a man in motion. All he needs is a set of wheels so he doesn't burn up in Afghani flour.
I was
I
in
don't.
Iraq.
I know. I screwed that up. Anyways.
In the song.
Anyways, I thought I was. I'm
We
glad
had a
I wasn't
good
on
thing
screen for
going.
that.
It should have been Iraqi fire.
Oh shit! Iraqi fire.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Ooh. No?
I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Screw all you people. I'm leaving. I'll article, Mad, because you got to talk about Lord of the Rings because I tagged it and people show up because of it. So
Didn't we just talk about Lord of the Rings?
A little bit more, or whatever you know. It's your birthday. Talk about whatever you want. I got to get up at 3:30 to go to work because not enough people subscribe and send me money.
Isn't it also Mary Mayhem's birthday today?
No, tomorrow.
Mañana?
Well, happy birthday to Mary Mayhem. Oh, right. And happy birthday to E. Clay Thomason for 99 cents with ice cream sticker.
Wait, why did you give him a happy birthday?
I don't know, because
it kind of makes mine feel less now.
Well, you know.
How do you know it's his birthday?
I mean, you're over 21. Stop celebrating birthdays.
Somebody said I was 44 earlier.
Nope.
Who was it? Sherry?
Sherry.
Well, you look terrible for 44.
I was on fire.
Here we go again. I burned up. Just because I'm 46. I burnt myself with a crack pipe once. Anyways.
That's a real story too.
It is a real story. I can tell you that one. Oh, my lips were so shot. I was like, I'm one of these people now. Yeah, it was bad.
What
it was a crack pipe. What?
It was actually the exhaust pipe. But
an exhaust pipe?
Oh, I got burned by that thing too, yeah.
Back in the day.
I actually burnt my hands on stream not that long ago.
Yeah, you did. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
I'm going to take that out of the oven.
No, I was going to put it back in the oven, the pan. Oh man, burnt both. I couldn't even freaking use my hands, and I'm like, "Don't mute me." So, what does Yeti do? He mutes me, and I'm sitting here yelling and screaming, flopping around like a goddamn penguin, with trying to unmute myself. Fucking asshole.
Oh shit! So I just like to thank everybody. I'm going to be jumping out. We're at 99 likes. We were supposed to be at 100 when I left. Yeah. Someone hit the like button.
It's 100.
It's 100.
Right,
thank you.
We're at 100.
You guys are the best. See, we made it.
See you, Scott.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Mad's taking over. Jane,
Scott,
Mr. Great. Yes, Culture.
I have to dip out the same time you do because
I need to. Well, let's all
wow. Way to steal my thunder, but okay.
Jane, you're not going anywhere.
Jane, Tom, and Mr. Grant Gregory, you better stay.
Actually,
oh my God! I thought she was gone. Holy shit! Too. I was about to just shut down the damn thing.
I love you all. And
I love you all too.
And Matt, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Matt.
And by
watch
the way,
out with those candles.
He's right here. Just tell him.
My license is just fine, bro. Just fine.
Okay.
Which means it's not.
Bye.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.
All right, Culture.
Bye, Nick.
I'll
Bye,
see you in
Tom.
2 days. Bye, Mad. Tom, Jane,
I'll give you 2 more minutes.
Okay, thank you. Well, I guess I gotta read, huh? Predictability. Oh Jesus! Somebody else read. I started off bad.
Yeah, you don't want me to read. I have dyslexia.
Predictably.
Are you gonna get through one word or no?
No. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power executive producer this is by John F. Trent. Calls critics racist. Calls the critics racist. That's new. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power executive producer.
Critics
Lindsay.
are AKA us.
Oh, is it? Weber, predictably, decided to attack the Lord of the Rings. I have a traumatic burning injury for the record. It's for those in chat. What Weber?
Oh,
Weber?
What happened?
Oh, you haven't heard this? I got blown up one time. Made it abundantly clear the production and show would be eschewing Tolkien's work when she told Vanity Fair in February. It felt only natural to us that an adaptation of Tolkien's work would reflect what the world actually looks like. That's such a weird statement to make because it's not the world that the show takes place in, but it's this world.
Yeah, a show about fairies and goblins and orcs. Yeah, reflects the world we live in.
Makes sense.
I wish it did.
Science.
That would be awesome.
And a dragon who hoards gold.
Mm-hmm.
See that shit every day.
I am pretty good.
I don't even know what they mean. I mean,
it has
AKA
to,
it's too white. That's what that means.
But it's stupid to say because you have brown skinned people in the world. Why not just focus on those people then?
Yeah, we've had this discussion.
They're the wrong sort. That's
they
the
don't
problem,
care.
Jane.
Tolkien is for everyone.
That's how they view it. They view him as a less better person. It's their way of being racist.
Jane, you're supposed to be mesmerized by Galadriel. Now get over it.
Well, not this version anyway.
No, she is strong, independent woman.
I'm just
I
glad
don't
she's a
even know
girl.
who the hell that is.
Galadriel? For fuck's sake, man.
Is that the one that hops on the sword Perline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the sword Perline. Yes, that's her.
Oh, in this show, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His stories are about his fictional races doing their best work when they leave the isolation of their own cultures and come together. That's a take.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to because they're trying to save their planet, but sure.
Tolkien is for everyone. Then why do they need to change anything? Like this is homeboy that plays the elf right here in the picture. He was like, he came out in the interview and he was like, "Oh man, when I was a kid, like what's his name? Legolas?
Legolas?
Yeah, he's like, oh man, like he really connected to him and he wanted to be an elf. And then he was like, but you know what I mean? He had to throw in the whole, representation and like seeing himself on screen.
Here's my thing. You still don't look like an elf though.
To them, connecting to somebody means sucking their dick.
Why couldn't they give him the long hair?
I don't know. Like
it's darkening his skin because he's not even that dark.
Yeah, that was the weird thing when I saw him.
Jane,
on
that's
the red
racist.
carpet thing.
Months after making it extremely clear that the show would not be following Tolkien's works, Weber is now.
We already told you, fucks, we're not following this shit. I don't know why you're acting all surprised and shit.
Yeah.
Accusing critics of racism. We're all up for criticism. We're not up for racism. It's weird when you conflate the two.
What is the racism? Just can you tell us what it is?
It is just not Weber. Nope. Showrunner J.D. Payne also told Time that criticism of Galadriel wearing armor and the inclusion of a black elf, thank you, will not be tolerated.
Which is funny,
I'm not learning these dumbass names.
What black elf?
Is what's his name?
I haven't seen one.
Don Lemon.
Wait, where did that picture come from? Was that here the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's Matt missed it.
Oh, let's see. He described critics ironically quoting Tolkien as creatures of dull and lumpous nature that had no more language than beast.
You know what's interesting and I don't know, maybe even ironic, is that these individuals who are trying to interpret Tolkien can't even define what a fucking woman is.
Right.
Let's be clear here. It is not racist to want characters that are described by J.R.R. Tolkien in a certain way to look like those characters when his stories are being adapted to television. As an example, no one wants Black Panther to be played by Ryan Gosling. Gonna have to disagree with you there, John. I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan. I'm a big fan.
I would also say Black Panther, unlike this other stuff that's happening, is an actual mantle. Like it could literally be passed. Yeah. There's a process in which anybody can become the Black Panther.
And historically,
even someone like Michael Cena.
Hey, you think this guy here is really burnt, or do you think they put burnt makeup on him?
Which one?
Between the chick and the elf.
Are you asking because you're out of job otherwise, or
no? Because like I didn't know if it was a dude I knew.
You're like, I could have done that.
No, I can't do that. My face isn't burnt.
My guess is it's makeup, man.
Yeah. Well, because a dude I knew, well, he hated me. I mean, well, I cursed him out. It's a whole thing, but it was when we were both at the hospital. He won Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, Martinez. Yeah. And he was on Days of Our Lives. So I figured maybe he would have.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. I don't care. He didn't like me anyways.
I would not mind Bucky becoming the next Black Panther. I think it makes logical sense.
Oh, there's no way they would do that.
They should though. I'd do it.
No one would want Bruce Lee to be played by Chuck Norris. They want him to be portrayed by an
Why
Asian
not?
man. That one I get.
That one
He's a
makes
real,
sense,
real
yeah.
person though.
Right. Well, they did they cast a white guy as Michael Jackson.
Well, for what, the
Wait,
second half of the movie?
You trying to tell me
Well, what are you going to do?
Put a black guy in makeup.
Okay.
Hey, white facey.
Did they really do that? Did they hire two actors,
You have
like
a
one to
problem
play
here,
the
though. Michael
Thriller
Jackson
years?
was literally the whitest black person in the world.
He's
That
the
was the
whitest person
problem.
on the planet.
I know, like that's the problem you have here. It's like,
Oh, come on, guys, come on.
come on.
They
I
could
mean,
have done it.
Did
Don't
you
get
have
me
the
wrong,
answer?
I actually adore Michael Jackson. Just to
Oh,
be
hell
clear,
yeah.
But yes,
Dude, I like, what did was it Dave Chappelle that was like, Thriller, like that gave him at least 2 kids will forgive,
oh god, that bit.
Yeah, that's a good bit. But yeah, did they hire 2 different
Yeah.
actors to play
It
him?
wasn't
Like
two
one?
different actors. It just the movie took place when he had his skin light. And
Are you talking
so
about that
they
one
just
with
hired a
Elizabeth
white guy to
Taylor
play him.
and
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, that one dude played him in it. Yeah.
Oh, not the ABC's Jackson
no,
5.
No. This was a TV movie or a made for cable movie they did
Yeah.
a
So was
couple
this
years
one.
back. Yeah, no, you're talking about the actual biopic though. This
Yeah.
was a supposed what this was, I can't remember if it was AMC or one of those channels that put it together, but it was supposed to be a rumored event that happened between was it Marlon Brando, Liz Taylor, and him, or who was the other third
I remember
person?
Liz Taylor. I can't remember the other.
Yeah, I can't
one.
remember who the third person. I think it was Marlon Brando, but like supposedly, because they're all 3 dead. That was the whole point of this, is nobody could verify it or not. But supposedly during 9/11, these 3 got together and they were going to leave the
What?
country together. Yeah. I don't know how truthful this is, but they made a movie about it. And they had this one dude, I can't remember what show he was on now. I'll have to look it. I can't remember the name of the movie, or I'd look it up. But yeah, he played Michael Jackson, and he's like one of the whitest dudes in the world.
That is insane. Like I want to see that movie, but done well.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like an interesting premise, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like-
Those people are cuckoo
Fine.
bananas.
Joseph Fiennes was the actor.
Joseph Fiennes, that's who it was? Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Joseph Fiennes as Michael Jackson.
Picture them like almost like in isolation, like this is the end, right? Like in that kind of a scenario, like they're locked in this house because there's no flights anywhere, but they're trying to make plans to escape. And Marlon Brando's walking around like,
That's
I need
pretty
more
much the
ice for
story.
my bucket on my head. You know what I
And
mean?
that's
He's
what
wearing
it
a
is. That's
moo-moo.
exactly what it is.
That it sounds great. I bet they didn't do a good job with it.
No, that's unfortunately the case from what we've heard. And not only that, it got a lot of flack for casting the white dude as Michael Jackson.
Isn't
Let's see here.
Joseph Fiennes like Italian or something? Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh god.
Oh, dude, that is a horrible Michael Jackson.
Hollywood.
I don't care for that at all. That like he's scarier than the real MJ.
Yeah.
It was
That's
kind of
gonna
freaky
hold my
because it has the
dreams
prosthetics, I think, too.
I don't know, man. I don't. By the way, that whoever's playing,
It was an
what's her name?
episode of Urban Myths, actually, is what it was.
This was.
Yes, that's what it comes from, evidently.
It was just a single episode, bro. That could be a.
I know,
like-
right? Like that's a movie all in and of itself, right?
I think you could get at least 2 seasons, maybe 3.
Or even a show. Yeah, that's very interesting.
It was a terrible idea.
Yeah, he was a dude
Is
who
a
was in like
brilliant
Shakespeare
idea.
in Love and shit like
But
that.
yeah, he's Shakespeare.
Shakespeare in
that's-
Love was
yeah.
pretty good.
Like
Shouldn't have
he-
won Best Picture.
No.
Well,
Neither should have.
Weinstein paid good money for that. So
It was one of the few times he had to pay money to. The rest he gets paid out in rolls. All right, where were we? What are we?
Were you like in a roll?
Yeah, now we're way off the beaten path here.
Nah.
Middle Earth.
Yep, Middle Earth. Speaking of in the middle with you, the actors can be non-white, and if they can pass as European with or without makeup, they can play those characters. What?
I would say this is similar to something I've said before, which is that, Quarter Black Garrett and his kind cast them as much as you want. Like there are plenty of those actors out there who are white, but who have African, Asian, whatever ancestry. Cast them. You have your diversity-ish, but they look the part. Like, why is that so hard?
Sorry, I still can't get using quarterback Garrett, and he's kind.
Basically, white people with African ancestry. Cast them.
Oh, that was just some guy that said all that stuff. Okay.
YouTube or whatever.
I don't know him. It is also not racist.
Not true. I mean, these are human populations, so they're not. It's not like a pure white whatever. But if they wanted actual diversity, like where you have a lot of people, to the extent that you see here, they would go further south, like on our planet. Like that's what you would do. But they don't want to do that.
No, well, yeah, it's characters. That's the point. They want them to be this specific one, even if it doesn't make any sense.
And that's just crazy.
And they also have to have the correct, not the appearance of having the approved ideology or the approved opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the other part of it. It's not like they're hiring people with, diversity of thought.
Mm-mm.
They're just hiring people who agree with them.
Well, because these horrible conservatives, like they're the ones that are more likely to speak up when you have them doing some dumb shit on a movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I hear.
Yeah, conservatives. Ugh.
Prime Video, Amazon Studios, showrunner Patrick McKay and J.D. Payne and executive producer Lindsay Weber portraying her as such are the ones in the wrong. And despite Weber, this is all just like John's opinion, which is good, but that doesn't get us anywhere. Tactic with their Obi-Wan series. Oh yeah, where they start blaming.
It's Reva Skywalker.
Oh god, great hair though. Great hair. Glad that she did not change it. She refused. It was something that she. Let's see who told. Oh, Moses Ingram. Yeah, tells the Independent it was something that. Oh, it is. She's British, right? It was something that Lucasfilm actually got in front of and said, this is a thing that unfortunately likely will happen, but we are here to help you. You can let us know when it happens, or we can make it up for you. That was my British.
That is not even fucking close.
Yeah, it's pretty close,
dude,
bro.
That's for people who are just listening to the audio. That was not Moses Ingram. That was actually.
That wasn't even close to.
Pretty close, bro. I just
want to see the abuse that they're saying the Lord of the Rings actors are getting because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, they shared like 2 or 3. Like, look at these Instagram messages, and they're like,
she did for her stuff, but I mean for this.
Yeah. Oh, for the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They're saying it's happening, but I don't see it.
I don't know about that guy, and they're like, look at that racist.
It's some avatar, like, ugh. Like anime avatar, like the basic one, whatever. Anyway, did he give us anything else?
No.
Okay, I have things. Vamp.
You heading off, are you, Tom?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out.
All right. Well, we're just gonna do another 15 here or so.
Okay.
We did.
It's also, I will say this too, because I did point this out before. It's notable that the characters they decided to make black or brown or whatever they're doing with them are the weirdest choices. Like they made Muriel black apparently, and she's gonna die very quickly if they go according to the story. Right? She's gonna drown. She's gonna have a horrible death. And then they have the hobbits who look homeless and dirty. And then they have the dwarf who's a dwarf, A, and B, lives underground. And then they have the elf who's the only elf that we see who gets captured and chained, basically enslaved. And this is your diversity.
All right. So I'm going to bring up one of our segments from the Wednesday dump. It's the funniest tweets from women this week.
Oh Lord, this is horrible.
Oh Lord.
What are you talking about? Stone Cold Fox says more animals should get the zoomies. I'd love to see a giraffe just lose its fucking mind. What are zoomies?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm gonna need
idea.
context.
Would this be funny if we knew what zoomies were?
No, probably not.
All right, off to a great
willing to bet.
start.
It's when the dogs run around in a circle really fast.
Oh, really?
They get really excited.
Oh, when they go mad dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
J-
Like when they, when they all just run around like crazy.
Oh,
going
Janelle Camille. The entire concept of passports is weird. You try to visit a slightly different piece of the planet you were born on, and then somebody goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. First, I need to see a very small booklet.
That's supposed to be funny.
This is true, though. I agree with her.
Yes.
Who's
Like
whole human
we
being
visit
who can
other
divide up the
planets.
planet like that. God
Yeah,
damn
but
it's this
we
planet.
visit other planets. Damn it! Like
Yeah,
what
but
the hell?
isn't the concept of property rights like a natural right? Like,
It's a thing people came up with. But it's kind of dumb when you think about the traveling from
People
place to
come up
place.
with everything, Jane.
well,
But
I mean, I
see,
think the borders is to maintain the idea of having a country.
Well, and let's not forget the fact that it's also in place more so to like protect like criminals from leaving countries and going into other countries, and yeah, there's that aspect.
I
of
think
it,
it
too.
comes down to control.
Oh, I'm sure part of it is
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, somebody needs to control these dum-dums out here.
But it also boils down to if you've got nothing to hide, then who gives a shit, right? Like that's where I'm at with that one. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a piece of paper with your fucking picture on it. Big deal.
It's an odd evolution of humanity.
Well, I mean, we're kind of expected to have ID on us. It's just an extension of that, I guess, is all. It just says that you don't have any like criminal record or anything or any reason why you shouldn't leave the country, basically.
I love these super funny tweets that lead us into a serious conversation about property rights and borders. And
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it really a funny observation
not.
per se?
No.
Sydney Battle says, horizontal on the couch watching the cooking show after 3 nights of having cereal for dinner. I can't believe he'd cook the lamb like that.
That part's true. That's actually kind of funny.
I don't.
Well, it's like people who have never done a day
Exactly.
of exercise in their life just saying, "God, why didn't you just throw an uppercut and knock the guy out?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like an armchair fucking coach. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
That one wasn't so shabby.
Rose Damu. Well, look at what she's wearing. What is she wearing? Whatever.
What the fudge?
For the bugs, maybe.
This apartment is cozy.
Oh, for the bugs, maybe. Ah.
I don't know.
oh, that's too
Like, they're
much.
fake plants.
That is a lot.
I mean, I don't know about a bug problem, but that is too many plants.
Speaking of plants, if anybody's listening and left their cactus thingy out on the patio, it's been out there for a while. It's random.
I
message.
can't deal with
Sure.
too many live plants.
I got her a what is it? What was it called? It's the not the succulent. What is it? It's some kind of cactus that one is going to live a long time. I forgot what it's called. It's a huggable cactus. I forgot what it's called.
Huggable.
Yeah. There's a
Children
shit,
do
like,
not
like-
hug cactuses.
It's like the no care cactus. You can neglect it for 4 years and come back and then give it a drop of water and then it's still good.
Legit is still alive. It's shocking. Me. I wish I could go live in the woods. My phone. Your screen time was up 34% this week for a daily average of 7 hours.
How are they?
235,000 likes.
What's the correlation between that? I don't get it.
Oh boy.
She's claiming she wants to go live in the woods, but yet she's spending more time on her phone than average.
This is from a verified user. This is going to be a good one. Cauliflower rice. Cauliflower rice is strange because it's worse than regular rice, but also worse than cauliflower.
She can't even spell, for one.
It's true though.
Than is actually proper English.
I must be
With
the
an
only
A.
one that likes rice cauliflower here. Then I use it as a pizza base.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. And it looks horrible on ears.
If it's anything like this idea of making like pizza crusts and shit out of like cauliflower and shit, I'm like, yeah, what is this? What is this new fad? I don't get it.
Rachel Figueroa mix things up by putting framed quotes meant for the kitchen into the bathroom. LOL.
I mean, this is from an account who does stuff like this all the time. She's just literally taken his picture and then said what he does. It is funny.
That's funny. Yeah, that is funny. Faux Lake, nah. Every time I watch the documentary, I think, where the fuck was I when all this was happening?
This is true. I do that too.
It's like our Switch. Where the fuck was I? That's right. I wasn't there.
I'll be honest. Like we've seen a couple of these weeks before. This is the strongest week we've seen.
This is true. I've seen a couple of these, and this is not as shabby as most.
Yeah.
I was just watching one where they were talking about a serial killer, and I was like, I don't even remember any of that.
Well, considering how young that chick looks in that picture, I can probably understand why she probably doesn't remember any of this shit happening. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, wait, that happened in like 1999. Why didn't I hear about it? What the fuck?
Like, wait, there were clowns and vans driving around kidnapping kids.
People?
Like, when was this? Oh, in Florida, that makes sense. BB Queen, imagine a crab coming out of the sea pressuring you to kiss a girl you just met 2 days ago in a Jamaican accent.
Kiss the girl.
Under the sea.
If that happens, I'm kissing that fucking chick. That's evidently meant to be.
It is a talking crab. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That
I'm probably kissing the crab as well.
That's like Old Testament shit. And guess what you don't do? You don't fuck around with the God in the Old Testament. He was an asshole. You know what I mean?
And that crab was insistent as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to that song,
some
he's
kids
practically like, not only kiss the girl, you just do whatever the fuck you want. Get this shit done. Get the job done, son.
Like, no, for real
in the
though.
adult version, he hands him some roofies.
for real though,
that was
like
when Bill Cosby was playing Sebastian. Though.
God sent,
slip with some of these and that'll fix the mood.
God sent bears to attack kids because they were making fun of a dude for being bald. That's Old Testament. If an animal talks to you, you go with what it says. You know,
right?
It shouldn't have been so.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, unless it's a dog and it's telling you to kill people. I mean,
what about a snake?
Would a dog tell you to
eat some fruit from a tree?
Well, the son of Sam. Yeah.
It would be a serpent, and I would say no to the serpent. Don't listen to serpents, but yes to donkeys.
You never heard of the son of Sam?
What an ass.
Oh yeah,
Jane hasn't though.
Oh really?
I didn't know it had a dog involved.
He's not the only dog one.
He claimed his neighbor's dog told him to kill people.
It was possessed.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's been a couple of
dog-related murders.
Yeah. Like,
those fucking dogs are shipped, and you would think it would be the cats.
That's why you know.
No, Tom. Here's the thing: the cat convinces the dog.
Oh, it's a hierarchy. I see.
Because, like, yeah, if anybody's going to convince a human to kill another person, you would think it'd be a fucking cat just because they're bored, right? Like, because they really don't care. All you are is a feeding trough to them. They just, and pet me.
A dog would never want to kill a bunch of people.
That's the thing. That's like makes no sense. Not unless they're bad peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've met some asshole dogs, like.
Or they're hungry.
They may have some mental health issues.
I was gonna say you can't. Here's the thing, Matt. Were those asshole dogs mean to you because you were wearing a cop uniform?
Well, no. We were both cops. It was a canine.
They know deep down inside they inherently just don't like you.
Oh, they know I'm a criminal.
It's built in.
Pussy. You got a better treat than he did, so he's pissed off at you.
That too.
So that dog's name was Hart, and he's such an asshole, right? Just like his handler. RLT wanted to catch him one night.
That's probably another reason.
Or RLT wanted to catch him, so he puts on the arm wrap or whatever, and so the handler lets Hart off the leash or whatever, and he can see that, oh no, Hart's being very aggressive. Let me call him out. So he does the command or whatever, and instead of stopping, he speeds the fuck up. Just ignoring everything, grabs the LT, spins him around, and puts him on his ass. It was crazy.
Well, that's what they're supposed to do.
Not when they're told not to.
No, but the smartest thing I ever heard a child say is that dogs are the best people.
I get that.
I agree.
See? It's very smart. I was like, you, child, are very bright. Sorry, what'd you say, Grant?
I said, and horses are terrible people.
Yes, they are. They're assholes.
No, they're not.
Dolphins are the worst people.
They're full of themselves, Jane. Horses are very full of themselves.
They do prance.
Noble creatures.
They prance.
Right. Yeah. They're like, look at me. I have hooves.
They're kind of like male lions. They're real you know, they got a bit of act on, but like when it really boils down to it, they're just kind of lazy and hang around and don't do much.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They're amazing.
Meg, who is certified. Oh, Lord.
So that means this is going to be a good one.
Yeah. My boyfriend driving us through my hometown. Me. Okay. He has a mustache and a car. Me. That's the hardware.
Like a pedo? What?
That's the hardware store where my friend Maria worked. Once I got pulled over at that stop sign. We'd turn here if we were going to my grandma's house. This is where the high school is. We drive through this park to see Christmas. Yeah, so she was just being every chick.
1,000 likes.
I mean, she's telling him about her town and her background.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
How is that a bad thing?
Unless there's more to the tweet we're missing out on, I guess.
Another certified user, Raina, says, I hate when a fancy salad is just a big sliced tomato with a surprising complexion.
Oh, see, that's racist.
I don't understand.
How does she know the tomato hasn't had a bad day?
Surprising complexion. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I guess
it's like they use. It's a new trend using the yellow and orange tomatoes and salads.
Oh.
And yeah.
Oh boy, I can't wait to read this tweet from this freak that's been let off of a leash.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Korn, get it? Korn. Nailed it. This
All
weekend,
day long, I dream about sex. Do you?
Shoots and Ladders. This weekend, I like the first album the best. This weekend, I left a party at 10 p.m. and the birthday girl said, "Thank you for staying so late. I know how much 9 p.m. means to you."
That's supposed to be funny.
Hey,
maybe if it helps if we knew what 9 p.m. meant to her.
I guess a lot. My roommate is like, the cat won't stop waking me up at night, so I give her treats every time she wakes me up at night. I don't know how to break it to her.
That is funny. That is funny.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Because your friend is a fucking moron. You're like, you do realize that your cat knows exactly what it's doing, right? Like,
your cat has trained you well.
I'm hungry. Wake up. I want a snack.
I got a feeling like her boyfriend came over one night and explained it to her, and now she's like, big tummy over me. Because, like, come on. It has to be waking her up,
wrong,
too.
You mean?
Oh, no, I meant, like, she didn't realize it either because she was giving it treats in the middle of the night, too. Because, like, if the cat learns to do it to one roommate, why wouldn't they go to all the roommates, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Eli,
well, that's my point. Yeah, dogs will learn you. Cats, you're on their fucking terms.
Also, the funniest tweet from a woman is making fun of a dumb chick. Just
that is kind of funny. She gets the win for tonight so far. Her name is only A, too, so she's simple and she keeps it straight to the fucking point.
Well, actually, the last time someone won, they had an A in their name. It was like Arstown Chief or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, no, Mayor of Arstown. Yeah.
Ellie Kerman-Doyle. At high school slumber parties, you were either a truth girl, a dare girl, or the girl who fell asleep first before all the good stuff happened. LOL.
That's supposed to be funny, I guess.
It was boring.
Like the girl who fell asleep. Colleen was just petting my boyfriend's dog, and he said, "I'm so glad you like her." And I was like, "Of course, how could I not like her? She's so cute." And my boyfriend was like, "No, I'm talking to my dog. It would be really awkward if my dog didn't like you."
That is a guy thing. Did you see the other one I see the other day? I can't remember who said it, but they're like, it was a meme of one of those things. It was like, I heard my husband say that in the nicest voice I've ever heard in my life, in the sweetest voice ever, "Would you like some water?"
Yeah.
Baby. And she's like, "Yes, I would love some," only to turn and find that he's giving the dog water.
Yeah, because he's like, has the bowl. That's a good.
Yeah.
So I had this lab, Chewy, and the chick I was dating at the time, he would because he would always lay on the couch with me, right? But when she was there, she's next to me on the couch, and he would just stare at us like with the saddest face. And when she would leave, he would follow her to the door and jump up and down with excitement that she's leaving. Jumping wasn't his thing because he was really overweight to where I had to help him on the couch.
That is odd for a dog, though, because usually dogs are pack oriented, so the more the merrier. But
no, but it's not like he was never mean to her or anything. He never, he was a great dog, but he wanted.
He just wanted your attention. Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted the bros because it was the bros, and now here comes this chick. Why isn't she leaving yet? Yes, he's leaving. Alrighty. Well, that puts us at 2 hours.
That is such a guy thing, though. Even old men. That's the funniest one. Is when you have like a old dad or grandpa who's like, "Nope, we're not getting a fucking dog. I hate that fucking dog. Get rid of the goddamn dog." Next thing you know, they're the ones who are always feeding the dog treats, falling asleep with the dog on their lap, the one crying the hardest when the dog dies. You know, it's men and dogs have a bond. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Grant?
And then they're like, "I never liked that fucking dog anyway."
The fucking dog made me fall in love with the asshole.
Did y'all ever hear that song "Feed Jake"?
I think so.
Feed Jake?
Feed Jake. Yeah, I think I remember it.
Country music song.
Yeah.
Is it sad? Because it already sounds sad. I'm getting sad thinking that it's a sad song.
You should listen to it.
Is the dog's name Jake and the song's about someone who forgot to feed him?
It's a woman.
No, his friend.
Had to be fed?
Like one of the lines is, "If I die before I wake, feed Jake."
Oh.
Well, no, if he dies before he wakes, Jake's just going to eat him. You're right.
You know, Grant, you got anything?
No. The cat'll start first.
Oh, yeah, dude. Cats are
And they go for the face, too. They go for the nice
the softy tissues,
well. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we had this cat that we adopted. The one I had warrants for when I went to the police. This whole thing. Anyway, it was all bullshit.
Did you say warrants for the cat?
Yeah.
It was an ex-gang cat, you know.
Wow.
I was in the police academy, and the ex-wife called and was like, "Hey, I guess like turned on your old phone. I was looking for a phone number or something, and you had like these messages from Copper's Cove, and they were like, "Hey, we didn't get the paperwork for the shots, for the neutering, for this and this and this, like, and now they have warrants out for you." So I had to call my patrol captain, the only person I knew had a number for, and I'm like, "Hey, I got to tell you something. Like, I got warrants." He's like, "Warrants for what?" And he's like, "I don't give a shit about no cat. Take care of it." So I guess I went back to Copper's Cove, but that cat would climb up on the bed and chew on my skin grafts on my back while I was asleep. Evil. Smartest thing ever heard.
I mean, it liked its meat cooked.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, man. But yeah, no, Constantine was right about them already being halfway across.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, you got anything? You're going to be doing Mead Radio?
I'm going to do some karaoke here, actually. That's I've been sticking around because I love you guys, but I'm heading over to karaoke.
Well, what I can do for you is when you have the song finished, I can turn it into a karaoke thing for you.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So you can do it on that.
If not, yeah, no problems. But yeah,
Jane?
we're gonna do a better version than the one he's got, though. That's for sure. That was put together pretty late last night.
Now we know the tune and everything. It'll be much easier to get all the stuff.
Yeah, that was me doing it like time and time and time again. But like the last half, I didn't do as many times, so I need to work on that a little more.
No, dude,
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. It's great.
The first half is done, as far as I'm concerned. It's that last half that needs a little work.
And Jane, do you have any? I know you and Az have the She-Hulk thing.
She-Hulk reviews, yeah. So that'll be coming up on Thursday, I suppose. And I did just drop a video not too long ago about Galadriel in Numenor, where she's not supposed to be. So yeah, check that out.
Ooh, I knew she wasn't supposed to be there. I was like, Galadriel, you're not supposed to be in a Doomidor.
I talk about the potential problems with that and what I think they're going to do with it, because they're making her the center of everything, and the hero of the story, apparently. So I'm just, it's going to be, I can feel it.
She's the only one that can actually fight the corruption of the ring it'll turn out to be, and she's being undercover.
Yeah.
You're done.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, not to Scott's, and to the rest of the people here. And hit that like button on your way out. Share. If you're not being beamed up, you're being beamed down.
Ooh.
That's all I had.
If you're not being beamed up, you're being beamed down.
Lord, don't go around here. I say, Lord, doggy, Lord, don't go around.
you to know it's over.